Hello everyone, and welcome into my channel. I'm Asser, and today I will explain in details all the mechanics of third boss of Temple of the Spider Master. As always, I use slide which you can find in the description of the video. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe to not miss any of my content. And now, we go. Sindrit is the High Priestess of Love at Temple of the Spider. While on most occasions she appeared as a Drow priestess, she was capable of transforming into the form of a Drider. The main feature of this boss is that she never stands still, she always moves. So, being combat advantage is a must. If you don't run with Pseudo Dragon Companion, which provides you combat advantage status when attacks, one of the support, tank or healer can run with Black Death Scorpion. As soon as we start the fight, the boss will throw a web which will slow the player who walk on. If you stay in there for more than 2 seconds, it will block you and will take damage over time. In the same time of Pain Web, the boss will do its first tank buster on the tank, if it has aggro of course, and it's called the Spider Bite. After the first tank buster, the boss will move. She will slip into the shadow and will appear in a different location than before. Here in the screen you can see the boss while fighting with the tank and us, and then when she appeared in another location. And after the teleport, the boss will do a roar which apply a dot and can be cleanseable, but is not necessarily needed. This dot is called the Dancing Flame, and as you can see, it always flank and always non-crit. Then after the roar, the boss will create 5 spheres, one for each player, and they apply the same dot we have seen before. This attack is called Prey Seeker and always flank and can't crit. When the boss raises her legs, this means she's ready to do her tank buster called Flurry, where she will do 4 attacks in a row to the aggro holder, so no one of the DPS should stay in front of her or you will be one-shotted. A little tank hint is, if you move away from this attack just a couple of footsteps, you will not take any damage. Since the start of the fight, every 25 seconds a Cocoon will block one random player. Cocoon have 4 million HP and I highly recommend to save at least one Tunnel Vision, Toad or Bixby Hand for killing fast hit. And also try to get combat advantage status from them. You can also be in your keyboard or copy and paste something like here or Cocoon to help players find you while fighting. In the screenshot you can see the moment where the boss is making the Cocoon on one player and when players try to get combat advantage status from their position. After 80% of boss's HP, one blue or red Drider will appear. Each Drider takes 5 seconds to hit the target and will appear again after 10 seconds after it hits the target. The point here is to intercept those lines by putting yourself in front of them. Note, during the interception, the boss can teleport on your back, and in order to perform correctly the mechanics, you need to make sure to turn away from the boss. In fact, if she does teleport on your back, you are going to still take the line. Usually, if you got enough DPS, tank must take all the red ones and healer must take all the blue ones. As DPS, I suggest to help your support by taking both beams ons, only if tank or healer have some problems like being cocooned. Here you can see the effect of the beams. The blue beam always target the boss and if it will refill by 10% boss HP. If hit a player, it will reduce its incoming healing by 10% for stack. The red beam always target players. When hit a player, it will apply a dot. When we reach 15% of boss HP, the floor will be covered by poison for 10 seconds, so we have to stay in the middle. If you are in the poison, a dot will apply and dealing close to 50k damage per second for 10 seconds. When the boss is in this pose, he's preparing to make a little tank buster called the Slashing Darkness. In fact, she will blast a shadow projectile in front of her. Also, at 15% of boss HP, every 30 seconds some dark pillars will appear. The dark pillars will follow 1 or 2 random players, and they are doing up to 800k damage for it. In the last 20% HP, the Truth Rider will appear in the same time, so it's really important to prevent the blue one or she will refill by 10% of the boss HP. This is the last phase of the third boss. And here a detail on how to do both builds in the same times. What should we do? Here are some tips. The very important things to do are choose an order for who is using its mount power on Cocoon. DPS A go first, DPS B go second, and DPS C go third. In this way, you can always have at least one strong mount power for killing the Cocoon, which are the most difficulty part of the fight, and try always to have CA status against Cocoon. And that's all. I hope this video can help all the players who want to try this dungeon and wins against this boss. And as always, I leave a video on how we managed to complete this boss. So, thank you everyone. We will see in the next video where I will talk about Demogorgon mechanics, because Demogorgon is back. See ya guys!